Welcome to the 95 Degrees Podcast, monthly podcast jam-packed full of server news, interviews, and more. Today we're joined by Ayaka, Emma, Gabby, Grimhof,
Hello.
and
Hello.
at this point I'd say this month's cast of the month, but he's not here. Who is my dog? I don't know if he's going to appear or not, but I don't think he is. But thank you for everyone who did come along. There's been so much fucking news to get through this year. Not this year, this month. First of all, it's been really, really quiet, mainly in the server because
Felt like a year.
because of September, everyone's going back to school, and basically people are going to school and getting home and sleeping, and they don't really have time for Discord. But yeah, I've come back, and college is pretty
homework.
Those
And if
people
he
are
anything
weak.
like nasty, he's on Discord 24/7.
cool. Pretty much, even in class when I can.
Like, I go on
Ari's
Discord during
on
school when I
Twitter.
can.
tweeting.
Anyway, so yeah, we've had fuck tons of events. We've relaunched the server. So let's start from from the bottom. So, first of all, we had the 24-hour VC chain challenge, which is why my dog got cut off month in the first place. So we had this idea of could we run a VC going for 24 hours? So, for example, like it's hard to explain. So basically, we like as long as two people were in the podcast, like communicating, then it would
And
count.
unmuted.
Yeah, and are unmuted, then it would count. And so we managed to get a VC going for what was it, like
32.
32 hours.
Yeah, 32 hours. It would have went longer, but someone accidentally hit mute, and that ended it. So,
Yeah,
Did you accidentally hit mute?
I don't know.
you just do.
You're going down to click the little connection info. Oops.
So that was fun. Yeah, my dog basically got cussed of the month because he stayed awake for the solid, like the whole 24 hours of it, and then some. So props to him.
He sounded funny at the end of it. He was like,
I can't believe he stayed awake for the whole time, honestly.
I know, right?
Anyway,
youth.
so that was that, and we also added some more interns. So Kara, Gabby, Grimhof, and Quoth are now trial interns.
Woo.
Yay.
And Grim's the only one that's turned up to the podcast. Anyway, we've also re-added Dampbot, the music bot, and we basically relaunched the server. So we updated the rules. We made a separate memes channel because media was getting quite clogged up with fucking shit posts. We've worked on fixing issues in VC. We've edited the roles and the hierarchy. For example, we've added the podcaster's role. We've renamed the voice channels from General 1-2 to Lounge 1-2. We've added coffee tables 1-3, which have 4 people in it. And we've changed up our branding. So we've changed the YouTube banners, the Twitter banners, and if you're watching this on YouTube, then the picture you're looking at is also new. So yay for that. We've also edited the rules. We've added coffee emojis thanks to Grimhof. But overall, we're trying to make the server more mature, more friendly, more chill.
Yeah, less toxic crap.
Yeah,
And
basically.
shit posting.
And we've tried to, thanks to Jay, he's also completely rewritten the bot from bottom to top. So yay for that. We also did games night, which was streamed on Beam. We did. What did we do? We did Cards Against Humanity to start with. Everyone was making Nath jokes.
That was great.
What else? We did Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. We tried to do Drawful, but Twitch literally went down as we did it, so good thing we weren't streaming on Twitch, I suppose.
I think we did Kahoot too.
Yeah, we did. No, we didn't. No, I don't think we
I
did.
don't know.
No, we did. We did Scribble though, which is basically
Oh,
the
we
same as
did.
Drawful. It's basically Pictionary, so that was fun. Yeah, Drawful's interesting. There was a clip with there's some other people in the server where people just mess around, and it's really fucking funny because people can't draw and shit like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, time to move on, I suppose. Well, actually, before I move on, what have you lot been up to in the last month? Anything interesting?
Just school.
Hospital.
Hospital.
I
Yeah,
got
Ryan
a
has
new
been also
job.
been to a hospital, so luckily he's recovering. Unfortunately, he's not going to be here, and it's the first podcast that he's missed. So shout out to Ryan. Hopefully, he's doing okay. Yeah, I started college again. That's pretty cool. So I'm still
All
using
that happened
Discord
to
as
me
much
was
as I did
school.
before. What's that, Yako?
All that's happened to me is just school. That's
Yeah.
it.
Just school. Also, you dressed
Oh,
up as
I
a
got
strawberry today.
ignored.
Yeah, I dressed as a strawberry.
Tell us how that happened.
Okay, so basically, I'm in this group that works with like the health department in the hospital nearby, and the hospital and the health department had stands out in the county fair today, and that's the reason why I don't have school was because of the fair. So they asked me to dress in like one fruit. They had a banana, they had grapes, and a strawberry. So I was like strawberry because like it covered less because I didn't want to wear it because it was hot, and I eventually took it off. So I had to like hold this sign and walk around the fair.
Holy shit! Were you paid for it?
No,
Then why did you do
You had a
it?
chance.
because I was forced to. Like I said, I'm in this group, and then like my dad was like, "You need to go." So that's how I.
Well, your
dressed as
dad's a
a
cunt
strawberry.
then.
You had a
then
chance to dress up as a
eventually-
giant banana and go peanut butter jelly
Yeah, that's
time.
what I
and
was
you did not
thinking.
take it.
That's what I
I
was
didn't
thinking.
think
I'm
of it.
so
You
glad
should've
someone
gave me
else
the
was thinking
idea.
that.
The same
You should've told
thing.
me that. And then
Oh.
eventually I had to walk around and have people take a health survey.
Oh, what's that
So
got
I
to do with
had-
a strawberry?
I had to take... No, not in the strawberry. I took that off. Because it was too hot.
Also,
But
there was a
I-
picture in
I
media
basically had to
where
go up. Yeah.
there was also a picture of Ayaka dressed up as a fucking strawberry. So if you want to see that, we should probably pin it or something in case anyone's listening back to this.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll pin that silently while you carry on explaining it.
Okay, so eventually I had to take, like, give people surveys. And then a lot of people said no to me. And
Well, so
Like-
what were you saying then? You walked up to people and said, "Hi,
Sorry,
I'm a
strawberry.
strawberry. Could you please
No.
take out the survey?"
I didn't have the strawberry costume on because it got too hot.
Okay, what did
And
you do
then
then? You had these papers in your hand.
So I had like a clipboard and papers in hand. Like one of the advisors I had to tell me exactly what to say when I approach people. So basically, I would go up to people and I would say, "Hi, would you like to take a Charles County Health Department survey today?" And then they would say yes or no and blah blah blah.
Wow. I'm
does
surprised,
a
like,
berry-
honestly, I'd be so pissed if I wasn't paid for that.
What
I
does a
was
berry
forced
have to
to.
do with any of that, though?
Because it was for the health department, you know.
Yeah,
food,
but berries
healthy,
mean-
and you know.
That'd be for the
I don't know,
food
it was
department.
stupid.
Fruit is healthy though.
I know fruit is healthy, like that was the point. But
It's
like,
healthy,
Should have been
but
a
it's
giant
boring.
beetle.
no, because the biggest
Yeah.
thing I was trying to avoid people that know me.
Oh,
like-
oh no, those people that
Because-
knew you. That would have been hell for me.
Because this is the county fair, so it's like all the schools like from this county there. So like there's
Oh.
most likely people there, and I saw in some people's Snapchats that they were there, and I'm like,
Oh.
oh,
I would honestly, like, I literally, everyone from high school was literally a bully to me, so I would have been shitting myself. I wouldn't have done it, first of all. I would have literally just said to my dad, "You can fuck off right now. I'm not dressing up as a strawberry or handing out any fucking surveys."
I would have been the banana
did
with two
see,
maracas.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'd like to see
I
Grim
did see some
dress up
old
as a
friends I
banana.
haven't seen for 2 years, so that was a good thing. And
Well, so you
How
were
have
wearing
you-
this
how have you
costume, you
been?
saw a
Oh,
friend
I
you hadn't
wasn't
seen in
wearing
ages.
I wasn't wearing the strawberry, so they didn't know.
Oh,
I
why
was
did you
gonna say-
keep it on?
Because it was too hot.
Have you been? Oh, I'm great. I'm a strawberry now.
I mean, you're from Maryland, and there's a brand of cookies in the UK called Maryland, so you should have dressed up as a cookie. Although
I
they're
should
not
have
very
sold
healthy,
them.
so
I should have had a stand and sold Maryland cookies.
you should have.
That would have
Honestly, you
been a great
you would have made
idea.
a huge profit.
I know.
Do they
I'm sad
actually sell
now.
them in Maryland, or are they just normal cookies?
We
Because
don't
literally,
sell
you go
Maryland
into a
cookies,
supermarket
but we
here
have,
in the
like,
UK, and it says Maryland on it.
we don't have those. Like, they're non-existent here.
Oh, I see. Right. So what? Well, you said the other day you're eating Maryland cookies. Are they just regular
Because I
cookies?
bought it online.
Oh, how much did it cost?
$7 for 2 packs.
Oh shit, that's not even fucking bad. That's probably cheaper
I
than it is
know.
here.
It was
The
like
fuck?
it was directly shipped from England. So
What the fuck? That doesn't make
I got
sense.
it-
You could probably send it to America and back for cheaper than
I
it would
got
be
it
to
on
buy a normal one here.
Amazon.
That's messed up. This is how expensive shit is here in the UK.
But
It's
I
not
also got
expensive
free
where I
food while
live.
I was in the fair.
I mean,
because I
everything's
have a friend
expensive
that
in
worked at
England. That's just the
thing.
rule of how it works.
Same with Canada.
So like,
It's
I'll
only
look it up right now. Like when I bought it, it was like $7 or $8.
Oh my god.
It's only £2 where I live for 2 packets.
It's been a while since I've actually ate any Maryland cookies, so I don't know how much it would actually cost, but
Okay, so I looked it up. So there's 4 packs for $10.
what the fuck? That's you Americans don't know how easy you lot have got it. So here in the UK, we have this
That'll
tiny
be
little chocolate
£4
bar
for
that they
me,
sell.
though.
There's this tiny little chocolate bar called a Freddo, and it's basically
Freddo.
just it's basically a frog. Well, no, a chocolate in the shape of a frog,
Oh.
not a frog shaped in chocolate. And
Also, like, they're turtles, but frog.
well, yeah, it's called Freddo the Frog. So
Freddo.
basically, it came out so long ago, like, and it was 2p at the time, and now it's like about 35p. And by p
Yeah,
we
it's
mean like
that
cents.
easy.
It's
Yeah.
10 quid
So
for half a Freddo.
What's that, Jay?
No, I was joking.
I didn't hear you, but okay. But
I didn't
yeah,
hear
we
either.
literally measure our British inflation by the price of these Freddo chocolates. It's great. Yeah, so that's interesting. Anyway, are we ready to play Wrong Off Eye?
Oh goodness.
I guess so.
Oh, God.
I guess so.
Alright, who's going first?
You didn't even let me say what my mom
so-
was, Nathan.
I'm
Wow.
self-conscious
You can
about
do
my
it if you want
sucking
now,
at
if
it.
you wanna.
What?
You can say it now if you want.
Oh, I was just saying I got a new job.
Oh nice, what are you doing?
I work in a shop called Iceland. Nathan will know what it is.
Oh damn, is that country that ages away? Do you take a flight there every morning
Shut
and
up,
evening?
Nathan. You made this joke last time
Is
I
it- is
told
it
you I got
cold?
a new job.
You sell
It's-
I
ice.
thought
It's very
Iceland was
cold
warm and
because-
Greenland was cold.
It is.
It's
That's
there's
where
a
Lazy
lot of
Town's
freezers in the
produced.
shop, so it is pretty cold.
That's why Emma goes to Iceland.
Yeah.
Iceland
I
is
miss the
like one of
cold.
those shops that I've always like. I should have been to it more times in my life, but I haven't. There's just no
It's
It's
Iceland.
really cheap.
It was 35 degrees Celsius here yesterday.
Oh fuck that! Even in Canada,
Yeah.
it's meant to be cold in Canada.
I know.
You're in the shit part of Canada. Move.
Oh,
My
and for
pet
my
polar
birthday,
bear is
Nathan,
dying.
Oh.
you know it was my birthday a couple of last week.
Yeah, I gave you a happy birthday. I think.
Yeah,
Happy
I know you
birthday.
did, but I'm going to Disneyland Paris for my birthday.
Ooh.
Well, it's late, so I mean,
I'm so excited.
when are you going? Because it's already been your birthday, so you might have already missed it.
December. Well, I got the freaking
Wow.
what's it called? I got the birthday present to go.
Oh,
Not on my birthday, but
when
you
in
know
December? Is it after Christmas?
no.
Because I went when I was 10. I went to Disneyland.
We're going
I-
before Christmas.
It was. I think I went the day after Boxing Day, and it was just slow. It was snow and sludge everywhere, and it was so
We
fucking
have to-
cold.
Yeah, but we have to work it out around my brother because he's in the army, isn't he? So
Oh, I didn't know. But yeah, it was
so
interesting.
much you take notice of your freaking people in your Discord, Nathan.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well,
in
he
the-
knew about my twin brother.
You have a
Yeah,
twin
he's
brother.
my
Remember
Yeah,
the
well, I
picture I showed you?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that
the
was
Photoshop.
Nathan. My brother is a twin as well. I bet you didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
I was
No.
joking about mine, but
I wasn't.
You could just
My
send your twin to
birthday's in 2
work.
weeks.
Well, I can't because he's a boy and I'm a girl, Nathan.
Well, become a transvestite. I don't know.
Okay.
Just shrink your boobs down.
So
I don't
you
think
send
I
Emma into the army.
I mean, there's surgery for that. You can take away your boobs.
Who'd want
Well,
to
yeah,
take away
but-
their boob?
That's well. I mean, if
I
you're a man,
know.
then I can
Man.
see why. But I mean, if you're a girl, then I can't. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's like taking away your butt.
how did we get
People
from
do that
Oh.
too.
how did we get from talking about server events to getting your boobs taken away? The 95
Weird
Weird
you say that?
podcast,
fetish? I don't
anyway.
know.
Anyway,
We were talking-
should we
yeah.
start on Rungify? This is the intense part. So who wants to go first?
Okay. I'll go first.
Not me.
It's my first freaking
All right. Okay.
podcast.
Right. So for anyone that doesn't know what Rungify is, it's a game where you have a 1 minute to answer really easy questions. For example, I may ask, "What colour is the sky?" The twist is
Green.
you have to answer them incorrectly. So you'd have to answer green or orange or yellow.
Or blue, because it's not really blue.
Like,
You said
Graham,
that
you said
last
this.
time.
You said this last time. Shush.
I'm gonna keep saying it.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, it's a 1 minute quiz of really easy questions, but you have to answer them incorrectly. And I did actually come up with an idea randomly a few weeks ago. If we ever run out of things to say in the podcast, we could do a rightify, which is like wrongify, but you have to answer them correctly. That would be interesting.
I'll get
So
so
you
You
mean
mean
hungry.
it's just answering questions?
Yeah, so it's basically answering easy questions as quick as you can. Anyway, all right, so Emma, you ready to start?
I guess so.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. In which part of the body do you wear flip-flops?
Knees.
Which country is sangria associated with?
England.
What shape is a pizza?
Circle.
Oh, that's correct. What do you use to cut wood? What do you use to cut wood?
A spade.
What date is your birthday?
21st of December.
What does an optician look after?
Hearing.
Complete the pop star's name, just in blank.
Houston.
Give an example of a compass direction.
Down.
In which part of the body do you wear a wig?
Your arm.
Complete the phrase, as fit as a blank.
B.
What shape is a wedding ring?
Square.
Alright, your score was 11.
Ooh. That's
That wasn't
can't
half
believe
bad.
I got
I thought you would have done
Yeah,
worse
that's
than
not
that. I'm
bad.
sorry, but you were pretty slow there, so I thought you wouldn't have got like above 10. But well done, not too bad.
My high score's like 17.
Oh, wait, is it? When did you
Yeah.
get? I thought you said it was your
I
first time doing Wrongify.
No, my first podcast. I've played Wrongify with Josh before.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay, right.
Joshify.
That makes sense. All right, who wants to go next?
I could.
All right, Grim.
Just
Also,
speak clearly because it's hard to understand you with your accent.
Okay,
I'm
I'll try
really
and do
sorry.
it
I
a
can
bit
understand
slower.
it fine.
I can't believe I got the pizza one wrong.
Also, Grim, seeing as you're the only one on PC, at the end, you get to quiz me. So
I'm
you
not
get to
good
you
at
get
quizzing people.
well, you just have to read out what it says and click a button.
I'm not good at reading out when it says. I have to read it in my
I
head
can
first
read it.
because
I'm on
I
my
suck.
laptop.
I don't care. All right, let's link. Right, for now, I'm going to. Who is it? Grim said he wanted to do it. Okay, cool. All right, Grim, are you ready? I'll just send you the link to the quiz.
Oh, do I open that now?
No, well, no. When it's my turn.
Okay.
Okay, right. You ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go. In which month is Halloween?
November.
In which sport would you use a dartboard?
Hockey.
What does a dentist look after?
Eyes.
What is the opposite of left?
Left.
In which units do you measure height in?
Pies.
How many days are in a fortnight?
1.
Complete film title: The Good, the Bad, and the Blank.
Happy.
Which country is Walt Disney associated with?
Germany.
What type of animal is a Bambi?
Can you repeat that?
What type of animal is Bambi?
An alligator.
Who is married to the Queen?
The Queen.
How many wheels does a tricycle have?
1.
What is a chicken tikka masala a type of?
Glass?
Oh, you just got that. You scored 12. Time almost ran
Oh.
out.
I ate tikka
Nice.
masala yesterday. I was like, damn it, I can't think of anything but the right answer.
I know, that's the tricky part of it. Alright, who wants to
And
go
that's the point.
next?
Wait,
I'll
what did I
go.
guess?
You got
You
12.
got 12.
I don't know if I got the same as last time or less.
You can do exclamation mark wonderful in the chat and I'll tell you what your high score is. Okay, Ayaka, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. It's complete the phrase. It's raining cats and blank.
Pizza.
What do you use your eyes for?
Touching.
How many legs does the horse have?
15.
What is my name?
Bob.
What country is a Ferrari associated with?
Canada.
What do you use to mop the floor?
Scissors.
How many toes does the average person have?
27.
Name something that rhymes with dog.
Cheetos.
Name a country in Europe.
America.
What is the other half of the zero? Batman and blank.
Phone.
Name a green fruit.
Banana.
What colour is a banana?
Green.
Name a creature with 4 legs.
Me.
What do you use to blow your nose?
Book.
Oh, that was good. You scored 13.
Woo.
Damn, you did really well. That was so quick. Ayaka, I'm
thanks.
impressed. Hey, Jam.
It's jam.
And so
Alright.
we begin.
So who's left? So, Jam and,
Me, I can go.
Okay, Jay, you ready?
Sure.
3, 2, 1, go. How many events are in the triathlon?
7.
What is the capital of Ireland?
London.
What flavour is a strawberry milkshake?
Blueberry.
Who is the other half of the zero? Tell me in blank.
Bobby.
What comes after March?
January.
Which month is Halloween?
January.
Name a playing card suit.
Chairs.
Completely pop star's name. Beyonce blank.
Ross.
Name a type of German sausage.
Hamburger.
What comes after 6?
2.
What do you use to send an email?
Chair.
Name a 3-sided shape.
Square.
What colour is a strawberry?
Blue.
How many wheels does a tricycle have?
7.
No, okay, well done. You scored 14.
Woo.
Damn, you beat your
One
high
and
score by
two.
1 point. Well done.
Tom and Bobby.
Well, that was easy.
Oh, it's way more difficult than it sounds, believe me.
I'd watch that show.
Jamie, you ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. What colour is a cucumber?
Yellow.
How many wheels does a unicycle have?
18.
What do you use to brush your teeth?
Dick.
What type of animal is Winnie the Pooh?
A Care Bear.
Name a boy's name beginning with J.
Asshole.
What colour is blood?
Purple.
What animal does pork come from?
Camels.
Name something that rhymes with cold.
Shorts.
Milan is in which country?
Dubai.
Which is orange juice made from?
Dick.
How many days are in January?
82.
What do you measure height with?
Pounds.
Name a country in Europe.
Florida.
Nice! You scored 13. Damn, not bad. Not bad. People are doing really well. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it might be because I'm reading the questions way better than I did like at the start of the podcasts. I remember like listening back on the at the start, it felt like I was reading them way too slowly, and I've got better over time. So that's
Over
good.
time.
Whew. Right. Well, I'm so out of everyone there, Jay beat everyone by 1 point.
Yay.
What? Jay beat everyone because he got what? 14.
Yeah, he got 14. Jam got
You haven't
13.
gone
Yako
yet.
got 13.
11.
Grim got 12,
Oh.
and Emma got 11.
Ah, me and Ayaka, yeah.
So yeah, well done, you guys. You're
You
doing
haven't
good.
gone yet.
All right.
I've always gone.
So
Plus,
it's time to talk about some riddles. It's
Oh,
riddle
I'm gonna
time.
go for Wrongify.
What?
I thought you were gonna go for Wrongify.
Oh yeah, shit! I've got to do wrongify myself. Okay,
yeah, I've
Grim.
been saying that for like 2 minutes.
Okay, Grim. Do you know?
No.
Just press the play now button.
Want Jay to do it? Read it out?
Oh well, Jay. I don't think he can mic very much.
I could do it.
Because
I'd
my
like someone
connection
that's
to you
on
is
PC,
horrible, and
'cause
I
it's
only
faster.
hear like every third word.
Okay, Ayaka, you can do it then.
I need the link.
Yeah, I'm DMing it to you right now.
And plus, last time I kept score for somebody, I kept putting right when they got it right. But really, you're supposed to put wrong.
Yeah.
But I was like, they got it right because they got it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, are you
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. What is Budweiser a type of?
Lemonade.
What color is the Pink Panther?
Orange.
Name a country starting with a C.
Country.
Name a type of German car.
Audi. Oh shit.
What day is it?
September.
On which part of the body do you wear spectacles?
Elbows.
What does the barber do?
Sneeze.
Who is married to Jay-Z?
Japer.
How many legs does a dog have?
7.
Give an example of a vowel.
S.
Name an occupation starting with S.
S.
What do you use to blow your nose?
Teeth.
What is the capital of Ireland?
Ireland.
On which part of the body do you wear socks?
Hands.
You scored 13.
Oh. My high score is 14, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh,
Wasn't too
Yeah,
bad.
you would have done better, but you took a pause when they asked you what did the barbers
Yeah, I
cut.
was thinking of for some reason when you asked what does the barber do, I was thinking what does the fox say. I don't know why. So for a second I was thinking of replying with whatever it is
I
in
mean,
the song.
to be fair,
Yeah,
she
which
did ask-
which would which would have wasted even more time, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was going
No,
to ask to name a type of German car, and you took ages about it and said a German car anyway.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna like for a while. I actually thought when she asked what was the barber, I thought in a way she asked like what was Barbaduke, and I actually didn't know.
Yeah, I have no idea what Babadook is. I've heard
it's
it
a
before,
movie.
but I don't understand what that means. Anyway,
It's a movie.
okay, I did 13. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Pretty much, I think the average for Wrongify now is 13. Like, a lot of people on the scoreboard have 13. A lot of people, like, Blue and Cow have 8 and 9. But Max is still reigning on top of that leaderboard with 16. Holy shit. That was the last episode as well. That was crazy. Max was the fucking beast at this. He's in America right now. Hopefully he's having fun. He's not listening to podcasts, so I'm guessing he's, well, no, doing America things. Anyway, time to move on.
America.
America. Anyway, yeah,
Fuck
real
yeah.
time. I need to take a rest after that Wrongify. I literally stared into a corner and just thought so intensely, and I've managed to fuck up with that German car question. Anyway, riddle time. So I have 4 riddles here, and I'm going to read them out, and we're gonna see which ones we can make sense of. So first of all, what's at the end of a rainbow?
A W,
Yes, Jay got it. Well
Oh.
done. How did you have that one?
because it's obviously not going to be anything real.
Well, I mean, a pot of gold. Or an
Well,
Irish flag.
I wish there was a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but have you actually ever found the end of a rainbow?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how
That's true.
rainbows work, but that would be really cool. Like, I've never actually seen the end of a rainbow. I've seen a double rainbow once, and I got my camera out and said, "Whoa, that's a double rainbow! Oh my gosh!" No.
I
It was
saw
really
this.
cool, though.
I saw this video of this lady taking a video, and It was like a rainbow circle, like in the sky. Like it was a
Oh,
full
yeah.
circle.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Rainbows are just refraction of light through water droplets in the air, creating a spectrum of light.
See, I knew Grim would come in like, yeah, this is how rainbows work. I know everything about it.
That's why you can't see the end of them, because when you walk forward, the angle at which it hits your eyes changes. It just goes forward at the same speed.
Well, so if
So
you
you'll
was to
never
run,
reach...
if you was to run towards a rainbow, it would just run away. Basically, is that what you're saying?
Either it would run away, or if it's in one single spot, because that's where there was only water in the air, it'll just disappear when you get there, because you'll be out of the field of view for the spectrum.
Or if you just trap it in a corner, and it can't move.
What?
Okay.
You know, if you build like a wall or trap it in a corner.
Build a wall.
Yeah, do the Trump, and then.
He still hasn't made a wall.
Yeah, that's why it's round when you can take a picture of it. It's round. If you're high enough in the air, you'll just see the full circle.
Holy shit, that's crazy. I want to see a picture of that now.
I'm so sorry, I'm back.
Hello, Emma. Okay, right. Next riddle, anyway. Oh wait, Emma, you missed Rungify. Do you want to have a go?
I had to go. I was the
Oh
first
yeah,
one
shit,
to go.
you were first. I forgot. Sorry,
Good job, man.
my memory's
This
shit.
is Emma. You've met her.
Nice to meet you, Nathan.
Anyway, next riddle. So it says here, Mary was born on December the 25th, yet her birthday is always in the summer. How is this possible?
She
was
lives
born
below the
on-
equator.
Yes, nice one, Grim. Again, I
Oh.
knew you'd get that. She lives on the southern hemisphere is the answer. Because she might be in Australia.
Oh.
These aren't very hard, are they? Next one. People
There's
buy
some
me to
maps
eat.
where
People buy me to eat, but they never eat me. What am I?
Wait, what?
People buy me to eat, but they never eat me. What am I?
A plate?
Oh.
Yes,
Fork?
you guys are
Kitchen
too good.
utensils?
Plates and cutlery was the answer. Nice.
it depends what kind of person you are.
Okay,
An
this one's a bit of a
edible
joke,
plate.
but what does an envelope say when you lick it? Nothing. It just shuts up. Ah!
Wow.
That
That
hurt.
was appalling. Okay, it was kind of funny,
But
but it
no,
was
there's
still
also
appalling.
like edible plates. So
Okay, well, also that was interesting. The next thing we're doing in this podcast is, would you rather? So, I've gathered, 5 questions from a page on the internet, and this will be quite interesting. So, first one. Would you rather be 20 minutes early, or always be 10 minutes late?
20 minutes early.
20 minutes.
20 minutes early. I do that anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
20
exactly,
minutes
so-
early.
Like, basically, my bus system is kind of shit. So basically, I have to leave. My bus takes about an hour, right? Like from leaving the house to getting to college, it takes about an hour. But so what I usually do, Emma, can you mute your mic, please, because I can hear background
Yeah,
noise.
I am.
Basically, I can. I'm trying to think. Right, so I have to leave at 7:40. If my class starts at 7:40, at 9, sorry, I leave at 7:40. So it takes me about an hour and 20 minutes. Sorry, this is so confusing. I can't do maths.
I love how you had to slide a 420 in there.
Yeah, whatever. So I can either be like basically, on my bus journey to school, I can either be literally about half hour early, or like literally arrive at college on time and have to rush my way to class. So I chose the route of being a little bit early. So every morning I just literally sit in the cafeteria for like 20 minutes, get like a drink and just chill. So
Nice.
everyone here would be 20 minutes early. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you do basically, waste your life away, but I could see why. Because, like, say you're working at a job, you wouldn't be at that job for very long if you're late all the time.
That and it's only a waste of your life if you think of it as a waste.
I like start college at 9 and I get there for like 5 to 8.
Oh my god, that's way too
Like,
early. Why do you get there
I
that
get-
early?
Because I go to the canteen, I get a bacon and hash brown sandwich and fresh apple juice.
Oh, you have
And I got-
breakfast there, that makes sense.
And I go and sit in the student lounge and eat my breakfast. And then I wait for my friend who gets there at 20 past 8.
Yeah, fun fact, I never actually, as a kid, I never actually had breakfast in primary school. I never had
Really?
that.
What?
So
Breakfast
basically,
is the most important meal of the
We had
day.
breakfast club.
yeah, that's what they called it. So basically, in the UK, we do this thing in school, from like, I don't know what the American equivalent is, but like, in the school that you're in, from the ages like 5 to 11, I think it is.
It's earlier than that. You can join at 3 now.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's called primary school for us in the UK. And primary schools often have this thing called breakfast club, where they start really, really early. Like they open the school at like 7, and you can go to like the lunch hall and have breakfast there, in case like you can't do it at home. And they have
They
like
have that
cereal
here,
there.
too.
They have toast there. Toast is usually what they do.
Sometimes they do pancakes, bacon sandwiches.
Yeah, well, that depends what kind of school
Yeah,
you go
it
to.
depends
Well,
If you're
yeah.
a posh motherfucker, then yeah.
We
No, we have that here.
we just had soggy toast.
Ew, ew.
It's not really called a breakfast club. You just go there and then you just have breakfast. And
Yeah,
you
it sounds.
go.
Doesn't it sound fun?
But a thing they do in high school, they do it between your first and second period, and then you just have like 10 minutes to go to class.
What, like your first? What, like as in puberty period, or?
No, they call it.
She means
Like,
classes.
So we call it like between your first class and your second class. We call it periods for some reason.
Why do you? That's stupid. Who has breakfast after they start school?
They started doing that in high school.
What time
Like
do you
a
start your
lazy-
first
I don't
period
know,
then?
like,
My
What age?
secondary school, we did breakfast club on a morning.
Yeah,
'cause in
usually
elementary
like.
school and middle school, we have it like right before like school even starts. But like in high school, they started doing that like between your first and second class. It made no
That's
sense.
basically lunch.
Lunch is like
Well,
fifth.
what time is your
class.
first? What time are your periods usually? What age? I'm joking.
What?
What time of day do your periods usually happen?
What do you mean?
Like what time of day do you start high school?
Let me think about this.
How do you not know?
7:30. 7:30.
Okay, well.
Really? What person?
But I
What?
go
person in
onto
school
the
do you
bus
think-
at 6:30.
I mean, yeah,
What
that's really
person's
fucking
awake
early.
at that early?
I know.
Yeah, we didn't start school till like quarter to 10.
Yeah, usually lessons for us start at 9.
Yeah.
That's
Like
like,
in high school- in
elementary
primary school,
school.
high
We
school.
start at 9.
Yeah. Okay, well that's
And then-
interesting.
There was this one time where the bus was late and I got to school 3 minutes before the class actually started. And I had to run from all the way from the other side of the school to outside to the other building.
Were you wearing a strawberry costume?
No.
I'm gonna keep bugging you about this.
Maybe it was a
It's
banana
fine.
one this time.
Yeah.
I would
Okay,
have wore the banana,
anyway.
but it was too hot.
Moving on. Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into the future of anyone else?
Future of anyone else.
Anyone
Okay, you
else?
cut out. I couldn't even hear you.
Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into the future of someone else?
Yeah, just can you just write it out?
For fuck's sake, Grim.
Oh,
You
What?
just
All I
like
hear
it.
is, would you? That
I think it's your internet because we can hear him.
I've put it in the podcast chat. I don't know. It depends. Like right now, it's 8:41, and there isn't really anything interesting. I know that in 10 minutes I'll still be recording the podcast.
wait, question.
That's
Wouldn't
true.
some people's other people's future interlock with yours? Say if
Oh.
you're married and you looked into your wife's future and you were still there, wouldn't that be part of your future and
Well,
cancel
yeah,
out
but
that
like
entire
it'd be from
question?
their perspective, though, wouldn't it? It'll
I'm gonna
be.
take that as a no.
Yeah, but
I
it's
didn't
only
hear
like
what you
10
said.
minutes.
Oh, for fuck's
Like, that's
sake,
just
Grim.
like
Oh
10
my
minutes from
Grim.
now.
Hold on, I'm gonna restart my computer.
Oh my god.
I'll be back in like 12 seconds.
Okay, what do you have an
Put it
SSD?
this way, it's probably, I'd say looking into someone else's future is probably a lot more useful, and like you could probably like use it as like a party trick or use it to make money or something.
Yeah.
If you go into your own future, like sometimes you'd see things and there'd be not exactly what you want to happen, and you'd spend the next 10 minutes feeling pretty bad about it, knowing that it's inevitable, that it's going to happen, even with you trying so hard for it not to happen. You've already seen that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I would.
Yeah. I
I
watched
would
this.
say. Go ahead.
Go on, Emma.
I watched this video like the other day where this guy put on these glasses and he could see what was going to happen like in the next couple of seconds. So like if someone was about to get run over, he could save them and shit like that.
Oh, so basically Life is Strange.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's a great fucking game,
That'd
by
be
the
so
way.
cool. But there was
Reverse.
there was another video I watched as well where this guy put glasses on. He could see what was going on in their lives as well.
I hope it
Like-
wasn't like YouTube clickbait, because I can tell people would fall for that shit.
No, it wasn't. It was an advertisement for something, but it was really good. And like this guy put these glasses on and he thought his life was awful because someone took his car space and stuff like this, and then there was a huge line for coffee. Then he had to wait for his coffee because there was so many people waiting. And then someone came up to him and gave him these glasses and he put them on, and it was like he could see what was going on in their lives. Like he looked at one girl and it was like she's just broke up with her husband and lost one of her children in the same week and stuff like this. And then every morning this little boy used to ride past his car on a skateboard while he was like reversing out of his driveway. And every day he nearly hit the little boy. And then he got home and he looked at the little boy and it said, "I need someone to care." So he started playing with this little boy because he didn't know what was going on in his life and stuff like that.
How long was this advert? Good lord, was it an hour and a half?
No, it was like 10 minutes, but it was a really
What?
good video.
What advert is 10 minutes long? You're watching a
I'm like-
TV show.
I'm literally going to find the video and I'll link you with that.
Okay, well I can't watch it now because I'm recording a podcast, but thanks.
Well,
I
I'm
found
not
out what my
looking at
internet
it
issue
later.
was.
What was your internet issue?
The cat was playing with the router antenna.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yep.
You need to fucking...
That
Get rid of
cat
your
is going
cat.
to kill me.
But you
It-
literally
it-
said before we started recording it was destroying your bathroom, now it's destroying the podcast.
All the stuff that was in the
Life.
garbage cans everywhere. He knocked my shaving cream into the toilet.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
You need to, like, get rid of your cat, just tell it to fuck off.
He
Send
knocked
it
over my
back.
new hair gel stuff, which was expensive. It cost $58,
Oh.
That's a lot of money.
but I look awesome.
That's true.
That's true, I do
Rubs
like
hair
your hair.
seductively.
As long as you look good, it's worth it.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't know.
That could be our sponsor.
I think I like Jay's point of like you could use it as a party trick if you could, be like, yo, I can
I
can
just
see
linked the
into your
video
future.
if anyone wants to see
You're
it.
about to go ask someone for a drink. I mean, that's kind of predictable anyway. That's not a
Wait.
very good example. But that'd be
Isn't
really cool.
isn't seeing your 10 minutes into your future a premise to a Nicolas Cage film?
Oh, to be honest, I've never actually seen any Nicolas Cage films.
He can see a certain, I forget how long it is in the future, but he can see like a certain amount of time, and he uses it for magic tricks on a stage. But then the government hires him to look for something.
I couldn't, to be honest, because of all the memes I've seen of Nicolas Cage and just the way his face looks, I couldn't take a Nicolas Cage film seriously.
Not
No. He was able to look 5 seconds into the future, and in the end, like he saw that he was able to look even farther into the future to the point where he was able to dodge fucking bullets like he was in the Matrix.
Interesting.
Like someone would pull out a gun and he would just start like somehow morphing his body when someone literally they don't even have a pistol like in Neo. Somehow
Oh,
he's
here we
better
go.
than Neo because
The-
they
I'm
took out
looking
an
it up.
Uzi.
Hmm.
It's called Next. He can see 2 minutes ahead into the future, and he used it to say if he took a left turn, he could see what it would be like if he took that left turn and be like, okay, I need to go right instead. So like he can
Exactly.
he can live all the possibilities in the next 2 minutes, then
Well,
choose
so it's
which one for
basically like
that.
Google Maps, like, you would save 3 minutes if you took this left turn. Is that what the film was about, Google Maps?
But like when he does the magic trick with he makes a girl's necklace appear in his hand off her neck. Probably took him like 150 tries to take it off her neck without her knowing.
Interesting, I want to watch that film now.
Yeah. You know,
It was horrible.
hey,
Oh.
like basically like if you could like predict something 100 times to perfect it before you do it, would you do it? I think I would.
Yeah, I'd choose
Because
to see yourself
I-
10 minutes in the future.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's
Especially if you're doing poker or playing the lottery. If you're 10 minutes away from winning the lottery, you're like, okay, what happens in 10 minutes. Hopefully they show me, and you just write it down quickly as shit, and they're like, why is this guy writing down one specific number for fucking $50?
But
I
then
should probably write this.
But then they come into another issue, the butterfly effect. Because you know the future 10 minutes from now, you change your perception of that future.
Yeah.
So really, you won't be seeing 10 minutes into the future. You'll be seeing 10 minutes into a possible future that won't happen because you now know about it.
Yeah, this is what like hurts my mind. Whenever I think, oh, that would be really cool, I think, wait, hang on, surely it
No,
would make sense.
But wait, the butterfly effect is more of the idea that if you were to go into the future or the past, the past, and you were to change something, like, you know, you step on a flower, you step on a slug, and somehow it changes everything in the future.
Yes.
Somehow.
What would it be
But
called then if you know it's going to happen, so it changes everything that's going to happen? Because technically, to your future self, you are the past version of yourself. And since you're seeing 10 minutes into the future, you technically be in that timeline at that specific time, knowing your past, changing it.
Oh god, my head's starting to hurt.
So basically, in the case of being able to see the future, there is a butterfly effect, but it's not really affecting your future. It is affecting your future self, but you're doing it in the present. So there's really no real like effect towards it, because you're not able to go to the past to change anything else up at that point. It's like That's So Raven in the show That's So Raven. You know, some things happen, some good things happen, some bad things happen because she was able to view the future. But in the end, you know, she wasn't really able to really change it at all because she just simply had the power, and she used the power towards her own game most of the time.
So you're thinking like because she's seeing into the future, she's seeing a future where she already seen into the future, so all the things she's going to do to try to stop it already happened.
Yes.
You guys are breaking me.
My fucking mind is exploding.
Okay.
Let's
word it like this. You're seeing the 10 minutes in the future of you seeing the 10 minutes in the future, not the future of you haven't seen it yet. So it's going to incorporate you trying to stop the thing from happening if it was bad, and that happens anyways. But she tries to change it anyway.
It's a purely deterministic thing that it doesn't matter what you've seen, what's going to happen in the future is going to happen in the future, because in that future you will have already seen what's going to happen.
No, but the thing is,
if you already seen it happen, you can avoid it.
Oh my god!
That's the thing. She's actually
guys are
seeing the
killing me.
future of events that occurred as if she didn't know. She's seeing the page before it was edited. So now that she knows the future, that's when she truly commences to really change the future. You know,
But in changing it, it becomes that 10 minutes she didn't want it to be or didn't want it to be. But at the same time, then it would make an endless loop.
Are you guys done yet?
No. It's like...
now, if you think about it like this, spatial time and space and gravity and 360 degrees, was Hitler really wrong?
Yes.
Oh god,
Well,
don't open
himself,
up another
no.
paradox inside of the paradox.
How did we go to
Well,
Hitler? That's my question.
it's like that thing where like you pick up a book and you start turning the pages and realize the book's about you, and then you get to the point where you're reading the book itself.
Oh. Oh man, that
I've
sounds
never
like a
had
great
that
film
happen
plot,
to
to
me.
be honest.
And he kept reading the book. And he turned the page, and the book was still going, and he kept reading it.
But they said, what would happen when you get towards the end of the book?
The wall
See,
ends.
that's the thing. That's if the book wasn't immediately creating pages, because you wouldn't die that moment. But the day that a page would not be created, that would be the moment that you die.
Yeah, because if it's already a pre-made book with a certain amount of pages, then it would be a predestined sort of thing where no matter what you do, you will die then.
Yeah.
Other than the other option, which could be a book that creates its pages as you read it. So theoretically, it could never end. So you wouldn't know that.
Exactly.
You get to the end and the book's just like, and he approached the end of the final page.
Jesus
and
fucking
suddenly
Christ, can we move on
the
now?
book
No,
fell from
you
his
must buy
grasp,
DLC to continue
plummeted
reading. God
towards the
damn it.
ground.
Alright, I'm
I'm-
gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. I can't.
Never bring up time travel in a
I've got 8
podcast.
minutes left until we hit an hour.
I think we need some of that time travel.
No. Alright, I've got to move on.
I'm
I've also decided that this podcast is going to be called The Future in caps.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, so can we
The
please move
possible
on
future.
before we reach like the world ending? Thank you. Next, would you rather question? We're not even halfway through these fucking things yet. Would you rather be famous when you're alive and forgotten when you die, or unknown when you're alive, but famous after you die, like Shakespeare.
Famous after I die.
So would you
Famous
rather be
after I
famous when
die.
you're alive?
If you're forgotten, you really weren't that famous.
So famous when you're
Exactly.
alive, or forgotten when you die, or the other way around.
Famous when I die.
I don't want to be
When I
famous. I want to
die.
be famous when I die. I don't like being, swarmed by paparazzis everywhere I go. I just want to do my Tesco shopping. Come on.
I want to be known as the guy who creates the Ice Age.
What, like,
That's nice.
what? Just because you sound like the mammoth in the film? Come on.
No, I know how to create an Ice Age. I did it for, I think, a grade 10 project.
What, you made a nice
What?
age?
No, I figured out how you could very easily create one. And there's two ways, and one's like 99%
Hey guys,
successful.
I reenacted.
I think we need that. It's
the
global
Ice Age
warming. We
film.
need the Ice Age.
People like Grim kind of scare me. Like,
Thank you. I don't cry myself to sleep enough.
How to create like fusion bombs or something.
Oh my god.
Creating a fusion bomb's easy. Well, designing one. Getting the stuff to make it extremely difficult since they don't make it in this side of the planet.
Well,
Well
have you ever tried
Any
sourcing
connections?
these ingredients?
I tried looking them up. I wouldn't recommend it. I had a mysterious van parked outside my house for a couple weeks.
Well
With a
then.
huge satellite dish on the top.
No, just a normal van. It freaked me the hell out. I'm not
There was
joking. There was a van.
van just parked outside my school once.
Then
Oh,
it said 3 kids on it. Wait,
free
I mean,
candy.
Oh,
Not free kids. That's the opposite. Instead of taking kids away, they give kids to schools, and they're like, where the hell did these children come from?
You mean the school buses? That's exactly what they do.
Oh my
The
god.
school buses, they just pick us up and take us to school.
Except
But they don't
unfortunately,
create
they
kids
keep
out of
bringing
nothing.
the same kids over and over again.
Well, unless the bus driver's your dad, then I guess you could create a kid.
what the fuck? Can we move on again?
My bus driver.
Random question real fast. If you were an X-Men, what special unique power would you have? I'm just going to go ahead and answer it for myself real fast. I would be a shadow walker so that I can visit my future girlfriend in the future because her room is always dark.
I've
Oh.
never actually seen X-Men. I would look into. I'd look 10 minutes into my future. No, we're not going there again. I don't know what the fuck. If I could have any superpower, then I'm gonna rename that. It's like seeing as I've never seen X-Men. I
I'd
don't
be
know. That's a good
Nightcrawler.
question. I think that was a question of the week once. Actually, it would be. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, we'll come back to that, Gem. I promise. Okay, next one. So, I'd want to be famous when I die. Although I wouldn't really have anything to be famous for. Because, I don't.
Wait, what was the
I don't want
question?
to be famous. So the question is, would you rather be famous when you're alive and forgotten when you die, or the other way around?
You
I
answered
want
this
to be. I
already.
want to be famous when I die because I wouldn't want to be famous in real life. I like living a boring life where you're, sat in the corner doing your own thing.
Well, it couldn't be. It might not be a boring life. It just might be one that, say, you did something, but people don't recognize how good it was until you died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd rather,
Like
have it,
Ringo.
I'd rather
Like-
be famous when I
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
Imagine
Like,
him being famous when he dies for
That's what
95
happened to
degrees.
Edgar Allan Poe. He was famous when he died.
That's like,
And
wasn't that the
Shakespeare,
thing
I
that
think.
happened to Van Gogh, the guy that cut off his ear and gave it to his girlfriend?
Wait, what?
Such class.
That's what happened with you, Grim. You got your ear cut off and then you gave it to your cat or something.
Yeah, my ear isn't completely healing and it's starting to freak me out.
It's probably to do with
Uh-huh.
that van that was parked outside your house. I don't know.
You can't see
Your
the
secret
cartilage in my
pieces
ear
of
anymore, though.
your ear.
Yeah. Moving on.
Just to say, my quick answer, real fast, because I didn't answer it.
Yeah.
I would rather be, if anything, because you don't exactly know why you're famous.
Yeah.
Because
That's true.
you could be notorious as, the Zodiac, or the case of when you die, it could have been like, oh, we have now ended the case and we have now deducted that even though he's dead, we now deem him to be the one who killed Miss Stacy Anthony. And you're like, oh, well, shit, well, that sucks because I didn't do it. But you're dead now, so it doesn't matter. So in my case, I would just make sure to have my last words be printed on my tombstone and it would say free real estate.
Nice. Yeah, I want to be famous when I die, just because I don't want to be famous at all. And that's the next best thing. Anyway,
Says a
moving
guy
on.
who owns a podcast.
Oh, come on. Anyway, next question. Would you rather be poor but help people, or... Well, let me read this differently. Would you rather be poor but help people, or become incredibly rich by hurting people?
Poor. Be
Would you rather be
poor and
poor
help people.
but
You know
help
what?
people?
I'm gonna be rich and hurt people, but I'm gonna hurt the other rich people because they deserve it. Those dicks.
However
Wait,
that works.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one because you could be rich and you could be actually like destroying like you're rich off destroying the worst people in the world.
Come here,
like,
Congress. I need to talk to you.
Exactly. Like, no, Trump's entire family, even the children.
He gave me a small loan of $1 million.
She, like I just imagine like I just tie him down to a chair and I slowly start just like putting like hot cheesy tots out of the oven and I just slowly start just throwing it at his face and just watching
John,
him
what
cry.
are you into?
I thought you were going a totally different direction with that. I tie him down the chair. Oh.
No, believe me, I have a more lucrative joke, which is like tying them down, hands and feet completely tied up, having a hole at the bottom of the chair, dangling their balls through it, smearing peanut butter on it,
Oh,
and
God.
letting out a
Oh,
old
no.
dog come
Oh,
in with
God.
no
No,
teeth to
no.
go inside.
No. Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Would you rather live without the internet or live without AC and heating?
I
Live
already
without
live
AC
without
and heating.
AC and heating already, so
Yeah, I'd rather
me
live
too.
without AC and heating
That's
because
my
guess
life.
what? Like live in any cold place. Like I'd go to Iceland and I'd be happy as titties.
Yeah.
Open up the window, free AC. Like
Happy
I know
as
friends.
titties.
Exactly. Oh, sorry. PG audience.
Just come live with me. I work at Iceland.
I mean, don't worry about it.
Well,
We're marked as,
no,
we're
I'd be
marked as
happy to.
mature
Please take me
on
in.
iTunes.
yeah, because for me it doesn't really make a difference because I already don't have AC and heating because it's broken.
See,
So
when I see AC, I think of Animal Crossing. Is that bad?
yes.
Oh.
Have internet, but not Animal Crossing. No, I can't do it. No.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd rather
I
live
never.
without AC because I honestly don't use it much, even though it does get really fucking hot sometimes here in the UK.
No, believe me, dude. Like I need to stay cool. I generate too much body heat. I'm like a self-sufficient igloo. It's really shitty. But no, I just go somewhere cold and just stay there for forever.
Yeah, I feel the same. I love the cold.
Why do you think I want
Yeah.
to move to Sweden?
You know, besides, if I have someone like near me, like a roommate or like a cuddle buddy, like we're gonna be hot all the time anyway, no matter how cold it is. So, you know.
A cuddle buddy.
Yeah, cuddle buddies
Cuddle
for
buddy.
life. Anyway, okay, interesting. Well, that's the end of the very philosophical, whatever the fucking word is. Would you rather questions.
Philosophical.
Yeah, did I say it right? Philosophical.
No, you said philosophical. And I was like, what is a falafel?
Oh, I never thought the 10 minutes in the future thing. What if it
Yes.
creates an alternate timeline?
Oh, okay,
You are
we're not
seeing
even. We're
yourself
not
in the
getting back on this. Grim.
Not.
No, you can. No. No,
Fine.
we've still got other things to debate. So coming back on what Jan mentioned earlier, going through the questions of the week, we had would you rather be able to fly, be invisible, time travel, or teleport? This was a vote, so 15 people said fly, 21 people said be invisible, 28 said time travel, and 40 said teleport. So most people said they'd rather teleport than all the other ones.
I would teleport.
Teleporting's like flying if you do it enough really fast in the air.
If you
Yeah,
think
I don't
about
know.
it, but if you think about it, like if you teleport, you could go see like your friends you meet on the internet.
Thing is,
I
if you
just think of the
teleport, would
movie
that mean,
Jumper.
if you teleport,
Right,
would
but
that mean your clothes follow with you? Or are you naked?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think of it as a Jumper-esque teleport where you can teleport anything you're touching if you focus hard enough. So they can actually teleport with like in a car and the car would go with them. But if they don't do it, like they don't practice enough, they would teleport just themselves. So I think it would work in the same line with the clothes.
That's
So
quite
at first
interesting.
you would suck really bad and every time you teleport, clothes don't come with you. But then you learn to do it with clothes.
Or you
But
could do it like
in the
Harry
movie
Potter
Jumper,
style.
they can only teleport if they see a picture.
Oh, like in
So
Mario
they-
64. Jump into a picture and then it does the ripple thing.
Oh, I love that game.
Yeah, I think I'd rather teleport because I wouldn't have to get public transport. I wouldn't have to get a car. I wouldn't have to get a car insurance, anything. I could literally be like, oh, hey Nave, do you want to come over later? Yeah, okay, I'll be 10 seconds. But you live 10 miles away. Yeah, I know. It's a thing I have.
Nate,
Yeah.
you could go see Sammy then.
Exactly.
Now,
Oh.
Nath, want to hear another? I have a good question to follow that.
Yeah.
If you could teleport, would you tell anyone?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because if you told people, it would spread around. I don't care how much you teleport, the government would kill you.
Yeah, that's very true. See, I think by default I'd try and make it like hidden. Like I don't know if many people here have seen Life is Strange, but basically the main character Max finds out that they have the ability to like reverse time, and then they get to choose their action. It's like a multiple choice story game. So if you didn't like the outcome of the choice you picked in the story, you can revert time and then do that. So I don't know. I've already forgotten what I started saying. So whatever. Oh yeah, I'd make it so that like, well, in the plot, she doesn't really tell anyone that she's got it like, until she meets like her best friend, called Chloe, and is really fucking cool and has blue hair. So that's the thing, and she's a bit emo, and so she only tells people that she really trusts, which I think is what I would do. Like I'd keep it really, really secret, and I probably wouldn't tell anyone until I had to. Like I'd keep it to myself until like there comes a moment where I literally have to. Well, I literally have to tell people, right, okay, I have the ability to teleport. What about you guys?
They'd put you into a mental institution, but then you teleport out.
Or
Well,
you could
well,
like,
there has to be something true about this guy. We put him in a straitjacket, we put him in a room, and he's always outside. All the
you
time.
could become
What's
like
his
a
name?
really
He calls
premium rate
himself
postman.
Houdini.
That's true, Jay. See, I'm glad you have like the logical thinker here. Jay is
What?
like, holy shit, you could be a really efficient postman.
Just like charge people like 20k per delivery. Just like
You can
You'd
work
be
for
like,
Amazon.
"Through
They'll
Amazon
leave you
Prime."
instant delivery.
Just be like, hello, yes, I have collected the plutonium that you ordered, Mr. Doc Brown. Do you want it now or in 6 days?
You could hit up Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, like, yo, dude, I know you like that fast delivery. I can do it in 10 seconds. Honestly, that would be so cool.
I wouldn't tell anyone, but the people
Go on.
I'd keep teleporting in front of them in like ghost costumes, make them think they're going insane, and ruin their entire life. Just
You're
slowly
evil.
drive them mad.
You're evil. Okay, interesting. Anyway, next question, which isn't really much of a debate, but we did a vote on are you left or right-handed? Who's left and right here? I'm left.
I'm right.
Left.
Wait, all three of you are left. Or two of you, I mean.
I'm right, so.
Oh, I thought you said left.
I'm right.
That's my girl, fucking left. I mean, right, yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
so
I'm
32 people
middle.
in our poll said they were left-handed, and 129 said they were right-handed. So that's interesting. Oh, I'm a rare breed.
I
I'm
mean,
left-handed.
right-handed is the majority,
Like,
so I would be surprised.
I'm ambidextrous, so I chose both answers.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So-
What
I
were
was
you
like-
first?
What do you mean?
Usually ambidextrous people are one-handed first, and then they learn the other hand with a very
What,
young
they
age.
write one-handed? What are they doing
Like
with the other
naturally
one?
they pick up the marker or whatever and draw on their wall when they're a little kid. Like my sister's ambidextrous, but she broke her hand, so she had to write with her left hand for a while.
Oh dear.
Like,
Oh,
I think for a while, religiously speaking, nuns would be like, "Lefties are for the devil," and
Honestly.
they would start hitting their children and say, "Your child is a spawn of Satan." She drew her name really, really nicely, but it was the devil's left hand.
Barack Obama was left-handed.
Go on.
Fun fact. That's all. Well, that's all there is to it. He was left-handed.
Yeah,
Apparently.
no, I guess that
Cool
helps a lot of
fact,
those
bro.
ladies that wore like those shirts that were like, "It's the devil. He's the president." Oh my god. I need to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure so much. I haven't watched any of it.
I'm sure someone like you would have seen it ages ago. Just ask Blue. He loves that shit.
Yep.
No, it's just that I don't know. Just if it's something good, like Game of Thrones, or Supernatural, I'm willing to watch it all the way from the beginning, even if I finished it, so that I could, enjoy it with someone else. It's just things become very hard for me to enjoy nowadays. if if I can't enjoy it with someone, and I've stressed on this already. It's just this life.
Well, I don't know if I'm the only one wondering, but was that related to Obama or anything, or was that just like redefining, going off on a tangent?
Anyway, our next poll, the next question of the week was, how do you listen to your music? So 54 people said Spotify, 21 said Apple/Google Play Music, which I thought was the main thing for people, seeing this is built into iPhones and Androids. 82 people said they use YouTube, which I do. 24 people said SoundCloud, which I do. And 36 people said other, so I'm guessing that's CDs, MP3s that are totally downloaded legally.
Well, I use Spotify and YouTube.
I used to use Spotify, but I realised I could basically listen to all the music I listen to on Spotify on SoundCloud, and then just use AdBlock. But then I realised, like, literally, SoundCloud is going out of business, so I kind of feel bad about it. But I still get ad-free music, so that's good for
Well,
free.
some of the music I listen to is not in SoundCloud, so that doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what kind of music you listen to. I listen to like electronic and.
I listen to everything.
Yeah, like there's literally no pop music on SoundCloud unless you pay for their shit.
I just
Not gonna
listen
lie,
to everything,
like,
so.
right now I'm mostly listening to stuff using Windows Media Player.
Ew. Where do you download all it from, then?
Actually, like, quite a fair amount of it was stuff I bought off Bandcamp.
Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, you might. Well, I guess that would make sense if you listen to like, indie and shit like that.
Yeah.
Even then, I'd use VLC. Lol.
VLC's it's really useful, but it's not.
Not for audio
Nice.
clips. Not as good for audio. Like the visualizers are pretty shit.
Oh god. Well, I don't use visualizers anyway.
I don't. But as a kid, I used to turn them on Windows Media Player on Windows 7 as a kid, and just watch them go, and it was so entertaining. Alchemy random. Oh. Anyway, next one might be a little bit controversial, but I want to hear your opinions of it before I post the results. When is it acceptable to start thinking about Christmas? September, October, November, or December?
After
November.
Thanksgiving.
When's
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is, yeah, I know. It's an American holiday.
I
So
said
it's
when.
When is it? It's in
Yeah.
November. I don't know.
Yeah, November.
I just know it's in November. It's like middle, like
It's
look it
I
up.
think it's supposed to be on the 4th Thursday, is it? Or is
yeah,
it the
something
3rd?
like that.
In Canada, it's October 9th.
We didn't have Thanksgiving.
And I'm looking this up because I really don't know. I just
Oh, in
know
Canada, I think it's different than,
it's
yeah,
the
November 23rd for United States, and it's
always-
October for Canada.
It's always the third Thursday of November.
Yeah,
But
judge
that's
by the
what
stuff
falls
I
under
see
mine,
on
November.
judging by the stuff I see on Twitter, a lot of people just start as soon as Thanksgiving finishes and or Black Friday.
You know what? You should start for Christmas and stuff like that when you get the tree, because if you get the tree too early, it dies.
That's true.
Well, I've never had a real tree. I don't like the idea of
I've
having
had
a
a
real
real
tree.
tree.
In my
We
Yeah,
have
house.
a
I
Christmas
real
tree
tree.
farm, so we always have a real one.
Oh
I
yeah,
have a real one.
I just have a cheap plastic one in the loft.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay's another plastic tree, I guess. Plastic tree.
I'm a plastic tree.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We found something out.
I meant to say like plastic tree, or something like that, but yeah. Well, judging by our poll, 22 people say it's acceptable to start thinking about Christmas in September. 8 people say October, which is very low. 68 people say November, and 25 say December.
I get it, 25.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I usually start in. I think like the hype in my house usually starts around November, but like my parents are pretty lousy when it comes to getting started with Christmas.
People have started Halloween early.
What already?
Yeah,
I know
it was-
Here's the
people who
thing.
started
Halloween's
Halloween
never
in
been a thing
August.
in my house. I've never been trick or treating.
No, like
Same.
a couple like stores like started selling Halloween stuff in August.
Oh my god, that's too early. That's not fair.
I know.
Oh dear. Well, yeah, I think November's usually the time where everyone starts it. But like the main thing here in the UK, thing is this, right? So I think the tradition in the UK is there's a department store in the UK called John Lewis, and every year now they've like every it started like a few years ago, but every year now they do like a big, really expensive, really big budget Christmas advertisement. And so, for example, last year it was about a dog jumping on a trampoline. The year before that, what the fuck was the year before that? I don't know. One year it was about a kid who had like a penguin toy, but you could see it as an animated penguin, and it was really cool. One year it was just a video of a boy like staring at a clock, waiting for it to go faster, which is honestly I can relate to that. So yeah, every year they bring out that advert, and I think they do it like right at the start of November each year. And once that's started, I think that's when everyone starts preparing for Christmas. Or some people say when X Factor comes on in the UK, because like X Factor always finishes at Christmas for us. It runs every year, and as soon as it starts, which it just has like last week, like when people see the X Factor, they're like, "Oh shit, Christmas is coming." But yeah, I think November and December are the main months for me. Okay, that was fun. Final question of the week for this week, and we've got one more to debate after that for next week. McDonald's or KFC?
McDonald's.
KFC.
Oh, nice. I'm a KFC person myself.
I would personally lean towards McDonald's.
Ooh, interesting. Well, I like KFC more than anything because it fills me up more. But I also like McDonald's because it's just like there's McDonald's everywhere. It's way more easy
I think
to get.
McDonald's gives you much better value for money, to be honest.
Oh well, I don't buy McDonald's or KFC. Like my parents used to get it for me, so yay. You're an adult, Jay. Remember that. You finished university now. I'm still 17. Yeah, I like KFC just because it's so good. But I also like the convenience of McDonald's because, like, there's just McDonald's is everywhere. Like, and also my parents really, really love the milkshakes they do.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, the chocolate one is obviously my favorite. I have a chocolate
I just
everything.
really like their fries.
Yeah, the fries are nice. They might be different in America, but here they're pretty
Probably
nice.
so.
Apparently, the chicken nuggets all have there's different variations. Like they're not completely random. There's actually like preset shapes for them. So like there's the circle, which is like the oval kind of one. There's the boot. But yeah, you can Google this in your free time. But yeah, apparently that's the thing.
I've heard about it.
Yeah. I did actually realise once that, hang on, the chicken nuggets are always the same shape. How do they do that?
I want to try like the difference between like English like McDonald's and American McDonald's.
Yeah, I want to
try
American
that,
McDonald's.
honestly.
Every time I think I get the same thing from McDonald's all the time. Like
I
I
would
always get nine nuggets and some fries and then a milkshake. That's all I ever get. Whereas from KFC, I always have what they call the boneless banquet.
Okay, can we end the podcast there? You just said boneless.
No.
I always get the 10-piece chicken nuggets.
So yeah, from KFC, I have the boneless banquet, which is like a box where you get 3 chicken breast fillet things. You get some popcorn chicken and you get some chips or fries, as they call it, and that's it. And it's fucking nice. Oh, I really want one now.
Whenever I go to KFC, it's basically like we just get a really big like bucket for like the entire family.
Oh, see, my family doesn't really like KFC much. It's just me.
Wow.
Yeah, and also, who the fuck wants to share food? I just like grab everything and put it all on my plate. Like, yeah,
I
this is
just
my
grab
shit.
like 3 pieces of chicken and just run upstairs.
Honestly, my family would be really competitive for who gets the most food. It's kind of sad.
I get competitive with sharing food because
Anyway,
I just want to get as much as I can.
so yeah. Also, I'm getting hungry now because I'm talking about food, but also, I have a brownie that I want to eat because I couldn't eat at college today because my break was only 15 minutes.
I have
Anyway.
the greasy fair food.
Final question of the week for us to debate. This has been really long, but final one. So do you remember from 2014 or 15 when that fucking picture of the dress came around, and everyone was like,
no.
"What fucking color is it?" Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in the podcast channel for you guys to look at it now. But what color do you see? Do you see black and blue or white and gold?
Okay, I want to say something real quick. I've seen it both colors.
Yeah, me too.
I've
I've seen it
always
both
seen
colors.
It depends
black
on the
and blue.
it depends on the background light if it's natural or artificial.
I've always seen black and blue.
See, right now I saw it as white and gold. Now I see it as blue and black. I see it both colors.
Yeah.
Like it just switched for me.
Oh god.
Okay, so I have to say more than 80% of the time I see it as white and gold. And yes, I do accept the original dress was black and blue and whatever.
Yeah.
But I have been in Photoshop and sampled the pixels, and I could confidently say that that part which is supposedly black, the pixels are brown and they're closer to a gold color that I'm seeing.
Yeah, look at the top. It does look kind of gold-ish, like a dark
So
gold.
your answer is brown?
At first,
Well,
I saw it.
yeah, I
as
see
white and
orange.
gold, but then it suddenly like switched to the black and blue.
Oh,
It's just really weird. It just switches.
I love optical illusions. They're so fun.
So I've seen
Yeah.
it both ways.
I've always seen black and blue like all the time. Although I did stare at it one time and it did switch, so that was weird. But yeah, all the time I've seen black and blue except that moment.
It depends on the background light. Artificial.
It did
versus
take me
natural.
a good few days before I saw it as black and blue.
Oh. Thing is, like, I might be kind of biased because literally the only light I have in my room, from other than my monitor and my phone, I have this LED strip, and it's set to the white, but it looks really blue. So literally my whole room is blue right now. So yeah, that's a thing.
I have light coming from my window.
Oh well, it's pitch black out here in the UK. It's
I
20
know.
past 9.
I mean, it's 4 p.m. for me.
4:20.
It's almost 4:20.
Yeah.
Like one more
Laser.
minute.
Anyway, well, we've overrun the podcast by 20 minutes, but that's okay because we've done it for an hour and a half before. So thank you for everyone that came along. I thought this would be quite a failure because it's September and everyone's, back at school, and we did have to postpone it for half an hour. But yeah, it came out really
And I had
well.
a
So
rough
thank you
time
for everyone
because
that
of
came
this.
along. Thanks for everyone in VC. And thank you to everyone that's listening to this on YouTube and or iTunes or whatever podcast app you use. I use Pocket Casts because I'm an Android person. I should.
Let's use YouTube.
Yeah. Anyway,
Fun.
yeah. So thank you everyone for listening. Everyone say bye,
Bye.
and I'll see you next month.
Okay, bye.